I am a torchbearer for the United Way of Central Indiana, and I represent the organization Horizon House Homeless Day Center, where I'm currently their faith ambassador. One of the things I love about Horizon House is if they do not have those services available there because they are connected to United Way, those other United Way agencies that are in place, then they work collaboratively together to process persons through those other agencies as well. My personal connection with Horizon House is I am a beneficiary of that organization. Several years back, I was homeless. At that particular time for 10 years, and prior to that 10 years, for 3 years as a child. I was introduced to Horizon House by an elderly woman who was staying at the Care Center Shelter for Women, which is now under Wheeler Mission Ministries purview. And she asked me to walk down to Horizon House with her, and I walked in those doors with her, a very angry, very hopeless, very painful young woman. I lacked the determination to take responsibility for my life. And those things happen because from childhood into my adulthood, I suffered through many abuses that persons might think unthinkable for a child, and really are unthinkable for a child and even an adult to have gone through. And I had never received any help in order to help me to understand that those things were not my fault and that I was really a person of value. So when I walked in those doors, Horizon House, there was a volunteer who approached me, and I was very mean to her in tone. She asked me what did I need. I told her, this is January the 15th, I'll never forget. This is January the 15th, it's very cold outside, there's snow. I have on a sweatsuit with no coat on. I've walked about 10 or 15 blocks to this organization, thinking I'm not going to receive anything. And when I said to her, I need a coat and a hat, and I'm very sarcastic because she's standing there looking at me, and she walked away. She said, okay. She walked away and she came back with a coat and a hat and a cup of coffee. And then I became really afraid, because that was the first time in my life that someone actually had asked me what I needed, and that they would provide that, and I didn't have to demean myself. They didn't ask for bureaucratic paperwork. All I had to do was just be. This wall that I had built up and had learned to live behind and within came tumbling down in those few moments. And she asked me if she could take me into a room, if I would talk with her and a case manager about what I believed that I needed in order to get to the place that I believe that I'd like to get to. And if they didn't have those services there, then they would be sure to put me in touch with those places. So for me, Horizon House and many of the United Way of Central Indiana funded agencies offer more than just those tangible things, but they offer those much more needed items, like to encourage a person's self-esteem, to help to restore family units, and those things that we many times take advantage of and don't see agencies doing. But it was because of the hospitality and the care and the attention that they paid to me that I became willing to take my life back. And whenever I am asked to go out and to do a torchbearer presentation for United Way, I am honored to do so. I think that a lot of people who fund and who donate to United Way, many times they don't get to see the person's lives that they are touching, even from an invisible standpoint. I think it's important sometimes to be able to do that. So I get to go out and say thank you, but also I get to go out and try to encourage others to come alongside to help those who are still out there. I call my brothers and sisters, because I'm not the only one that can be moved from the place that I was to where I am today and continue to grow and develop in that.